Korea's per capita income edged up 0.3% in 2025 to remain in the $36,000 range as the depreciation of the won against the greenback offset actual solid income growth, according to the central bank.
지난해 우리나라 1인당 국민총소득이 전년 대비 0.3% 증가에 그치면서 36,000달러대에 머물렀습니다. 이는 실제 소득이 견조한 증가세를 보였음에도 달러 대비 원화 가치 하락으로 인해 해당 증가분이 상쇄됐기 때문입니다. Alright, let's talk numbers.
Yeah, lots of numbers. So they're saying that the nominal per capita gross national income, or GNI, stood at $36,855 last year, and that marks a 0.3% increase from a year earlier. This is according to preliminary data from the Bank of Korea. So the figures show that the GNI has stayed in the $36,000 range for the third straight year. In terms of the won, the GNI climbed at 4.6% from a year earlier to 52.42 million won in 2025. But as we do know, the value of the Korean won per dollar has declined 4.3% last year amid imbalances in foreign exchange supply and demand, as well as heavy overseas security investments by local investors, among other factors. And among the nations with populations of 50 million or more, Korea has ranked 6th in per capita GNI after the US, Germany, Britain, France, and Italy.
5천만 명 이상의 인구를 가진 국가 중에서는 우리가 GNI 순위로 봤을 때 6위군요.
Yeah.
자, GNI가 아까 gross national income이라고 하셨죠. 자, 그래서 1인당 GNI가 2023년부터 계속해서 36,000달러대를 계속 유지하고 있는데
Yep.
이번에 2025년도 마찬가지였습니다. 우리가 이제 GDP 하면 gross domestic products, GNI gross national income. Gross means 총,
Yep.
and then of course the other numbers refer to the Korean terms that we just mentioned there. Let's have a look at something against the greenback.
Yeah. So greenback it's a slang term that we use for the US dollar because it's green. So that's, it's just saying that the won has depreciated against the US dollar. And when we talk about depreciation in terms of monetary terms, it refers to a decrease in the won's value relatively to the US dollar in what we call a floating exchange rate system.
Even though greenback is a slang term, it's used in the news.
Very, very, very frequently.
Yeah.
It's not, it's not the US dollar. It's not
Right.
the official term, but it's used very frequently.
Yeah. In fact, I'd say, $5, $10. The buck is more of a slang term used in casual conversation, but you wouldn't hear buck in the news.
No.
Whereas greenback it's like a cute nickname for the
a
dollar.
nickname for a dollar, yeah.
그래요. 그래서 against the something. 뭐뭐에 기댄다란 뜻도 되지만 대항한다, 반대한다 의미도 있잖아요.
Yeah.
그래서 against the는 뭐뭐 대비, 뭐뭐에 비해서 greenback, US 달러를 말하고 있습니다. 그래서 US 달러에 비해 against the greenback. 조금 전에 얘기했던 buck 같은 경우에는 일상 대화에서 그냥 가게에서도 how much is this? Oh, it's $10, $5.
Yep.
이렇게 해서 buck가 미국 달러를 얘기한다면 in the UK they use quid. So 5 quid, 10 quid. 이렇게 얘기를 많이
that
합니다.
equates to a pound.
That's a pound. Yes, that's right. But the funny thing is you don't say quids.
Yeah,
It's always just 10 quid, 20 quid. I don't know why, but they always do that.
Came from.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
They just have these
I
slang
wonder where
nicknames.
buck came from. Yeah.
그러게 말입니다. 자, 그 다음에는 offsetting. This is an important word.
Yes, offset. So to offset something means to kind of act as a counterweight or a balancing force. So it's kind of the process of neutralizing the effect of one thing by introducing something else with an opposite effect.
Offsetting something, 상쇄한다라는 뜻이 되겠죠. So even though, the per capita income or the GNI, it rose slightly because the value of the Korean won is now lower.
Yes.
The rise
Has
in the
been
Korean won was offsetted
yeah.
by the depreciation of the won.
Yeah.
And of course, depreciation and appreciation talks about the value either going down or up.
Yeah. So it had the dollars or had the won's value not depreciated, it would be higher. The
Yes.
GNI would be higher.
Exactly.
Yes.
자, 그럼 다시 읽어보겠습니다. Korea's per capita income edged up 0.3% in 2025 to remain in the $36,000 range as the depreciation of the won against the greenback offset actual solid income growth, according to the central bank. Here's our next headline.